Hi. I decided to go live because it is more natural for me, and making movies, I don't know, but somehow it's like I behave more stiff, less natural, etc. And I want everything to be here the most authentic. And I have my notes, and today's subject is one of the most common subject in, let's say, spiritual world, and it is the question: I did so much. I made so huge transformation in me inside, and why the reality does not reflect it? Why does nothing seem to change? And that was also my question some time ago. So like I'm talking about also my own experience. I was like, oh God, like I'm so many years in my development, doing so much, changing so much in my energy, deciding so much. I'm so aware of myself, of everything what's happening and why, etc. I analyzed so much. I dug into the past a lot, and I did know a lot, yet my life was not changing somehow. And that was like, why? Because the law of attraction, etc., etc. And they tell you, like, if you will do this inner work, then you will attract some different things. Yeah, that's true, but that's not enough. And that is the subject of today life. And so what is crucial here, and what is the process? So the process is like you get the awareness what's going in your life, what you want for yourself, what you does not want, why something is happening. And awareness is the first step. And then the second is the decision and the inner change in you. So the decision, like, for example, you want better for yourself. You do not allow for this what you used to allowed, etc. So then the second step is this strong decision, and very often we think that's enough. Yeah, because during this moment we feel so powerful, this is so strong energy, and we feel, yeah, right now everything will change because I made this choice, this decision so strongly in me. Right now, everything will align, and sometimes it happens. And I will not say it will not. Very often it aligns a bit, but most often it is not enough, because the inner world is one thing, and the second is this material world we live in. So, the most important thing for a real change is choosing differently and making steps and small decisions on daily basis. So if, for example, we decide, like, right now I'm ready just for nourishing relations with people, for these aspiring ones, these that elevate me. It is not enough that I just had it written in my energy, let's say. We need to say no to everything what is not aligned with that. So if, for example, some person is complaining, is just bringing us down in most cases, or if the person is not aspiring for more, as as we are, then we need to distance this relation. I don't mean like cut completely. Maybe we can just stay in some touch with this person from time to time, but we need to distance it so that this person is not in our closest area of closest people for us, to make space for these better relations or these more nourishing relations to come. We need to make this space. And this applies also to any other area of life. So for example, this is a very simple example. If you want to work in marketing, you are not searching for a job in a shop or in a bank, or okay, if it's marketing in a bank, that's it. But if you are searching for a job in marketing, you do not apply for positions connected with finances or something. So it's like very simple. But then if we want to apply that in our daily life, relations, etc., and our direction, general direction in life, very often we forget about that. Very often it's not so obvious like this. So this is the thing that is the most crucial to make a real change. We cannot just sit and wait that it will happen. Like, okay, I say like sometimes it works like that. It can work. I also experienced that in my life. Like I really had this positive approach that everything is working for me, and I had these decisions really settled in me, and very often they were just coming, but that's not enough. I just found out later on. And we need to make at least one small step so that this what is aligned will come. And the best is to make these steps every single day, to be so present in our life and so aware of this what's happening and why, etc., so that we could make these small decisions every single day. And that is commitment. That is real commitment. If we choose something or somebody, depends, then we need to choose it every single day. If I commit to myself and to the life that I want to have, I need to choose it every single day. I need to make aligned decisions, steps, and actions. And check if they are aligned or not with this version of me. So I will just check my notes. I have small notes. So we need to ask ourselves the questions. For example, does this relationship gives me what I need, what I want from relationships? Does this relation elevates me, make my life better? Does this thing or something make my life better? Is this choice aligned with future version of myself? So, because the second thing is, if we have some destiny, if we have some purpose, the question is who we need to become to get there. So what decision or choice would make this person from the future? If it's possible, of course, yeah. But if this person would have this in her life or not, would allow for this or not. So then we need to start behave and choose this, what is aligned with this version of us to get there. Yeah. Sometimes it can sound simple, but when you come back to real world, very often it's not, because we are used to some relations, some behavior, some situations, or we just do what we should, or what in Polish there is some beautiful word, wypada. I think it's not, it does not exist in English even. Yeah, there must be the reason under it. So you ought to behave in this way, or you need to be in relation with these people because, I don't know, you know them for a long time, or that are the friends of the family, of your parents, or anything like that. And we just stuck in such kind of situations or relations that does not bring us anything. They just bring us down very often. So, so who I need to become to get there, to have this in my life, what I want, or to have the life that I want. Maybe I need to be more consistent. Maybe I need to relax more even. Maybe I need to stop and allow other people to do something for me, or allow myself to receive instead of doing more and more. Especially it applies to us strong women. And every single day we need to choose ourselves and choose love, self-love, instead of fear. Because very often we do something because we fear losing something. So you are kind to someone because you, or you allow for something because you fear that you will lose somebody if you will say no, if you will put some boundaries. Very often we make these decisions from the place of fear instead of peace, love, and being grounded in ourselves, in this who we are and what we want experience in our life and have in our life. And that is exactly what the space I'm creating is about. The space called Aligned. The purpose is so that our life is the most aligned with who we truly are inside. And if you are not in this point in your life that you already know, that you already feel like you are the spark of God, etc., then you will need to go through all of the steps, through finding out who you are, through coming back to yourself, and then embodying that into your life. Yeah, so making steps, etc. So everything will depend on which stage you are, but in general it is like whole life journey. And what is the most crucial there, that there will be just women that will not be there by accident, for sure. That's for sure, because Nobody will align with me and my energy and this subject if it's not the time. And you will be surrounded with women that also aspire for more, that always felt they are meant for more in their life, and they are here for something more. And women that are like-minded, they are also going and looking into the same direction like you. I mean, not maybe the same, let's say, version of life, but they are looking into the same direction. They are also following their path, the path of their soul, and they want to live a aligned life. They want to have this freedom to love themselves and to decide from this place, to not fear losing anything or anybody. And this multiplies your potential, because if we surround ourselves with people that are, let's say, similar like we are, or they are even further, then our potential multiplies. This who you surround yourself with, this you will become, and this applies in this space so strongly. And also the intention of this space work on you as well. So you will go through some processes. I do not promise you that it will be easy. So I do not promise that everything will be just light and smooth. And because of this, that you are in my space, and let's say, I went through many situations in my life, I've made many decisions, difficult decisions in my life, it will be easy because of that. It will be supportive for you, but you will need to go through your own processes as well. But I will be there. And other women, supporting women, nourishing women, open for help, for support, for being. Actually, being is the most important and enough, because we are doing that from the place of self-responsibility, not saving anyone. That is something strong, definitely, and meaningful. And we'll also celebrate our daily successes and these steps. That's why also it's so powerful, because one person that does something will inspire another, etc. So it will just multiply all the time. And the space, this space is for commitment and accountability. Commitment to yourself, to your path, to your soul, to God. Depends how you feel it, how you say it. I'm looking forward to it so much. I'm so curious, and I'm really assured that it will be something big, because it's like something that was in me since I remember. I always wanted to inspire women to make their dreams come true, then to live a life that is really aligned with them. And right now it's like I feel it like aligned not only with them, but with their soul, with this best version of life that God has for them. And that is something huge. If you have some questions, please write them in the comments. And this is what I want is that also the decision to join this space needs to be aligned. So you need to truly feel it. You need to feel this calling in you. Something is pulling you. Something is talking to you. So that is the voice of your soul, of your intuition. That is the first sign. And only then you can join it. Because then it will be from the best place. But first, you need to have trust to, when you will feel this calling, that this is your decision. This is something speaking to you so loudly. And second, you need to have trust to yourself to follow this voice, to make this first aligned step, because first aligned step is the most important. You don't need to know all the path. You just need to know what is first step. And then you need to trust yourself enough to make this first step. That's it. See you somewhere, someday on this beautiful path.